Morning, dear students. I hope you all are enjoying the online studies. In the last video, we studied the amazing process of photosynthesis. Today, I am here with a new topic, heterotrophic plants. This means the plants that cannot make their own food. Sounds very weird, but yes, there are some very interesting variety of plants that depend on other plants for food. Heterotrophic nutrition, the type of nutrition in which an organism cannot make its own food and depends on other organisms for its food. There are four types of heterotrophic plants: parasitic, saprophytic, symbiotic, and insectivorous. Let us study them one by one. To begin with, we have parasitic plants. Plants that absorb food from other green plants. These are called parasitic. Parasitic plants, some of the most common examples are Cuscuta, which is also called dodder, mistletoe, etc. A parasitic plant may be completely or partially dependent on the host. Some parasites only need support or water from the host, while others depend on the host completely. In this slide, you can see Cuscuta growing on the host plant. Plant from which a parasitic plant gets its food is called a host. The parasite has special roots called hostoria to absorb ready-made food from the host. Here the green plant is there and the Cuscuta, which is a wire-like yellow colored structure, is growing on it. The next category of heterotrophic plants is saprophytic plants or saprophytes. Plants that absorb nutrition from dead and decaying organic matter are called saprophytic plants or saprophytes. Examples: mushroom, Indian pipe, coral root, mycorrhiza, etc. Here in this slide you can see different types of mushroom. This 1, 2 and 3, these are different types of mushrooms, and this is Indian pipe. Let us study some important features of saprophytic plants. Saprophytic plants are non-green as they lack chlorophyll. Saprophytic plants don't have chlorophyll, so they don't appear green. They grow in places where there are a lot of rotting leaves, decaying leaves, dead leaves are there they are growing. They are found in hot and humid areas with shade, like the tropical forest. They convert dead organic matter into sugar and use it as food. We can also call them decomposers. The next category is symbiotic plant. Symbiosis is a type of relationship in which two organisms associate with each other to benefit each other. Plants showing this kind of relationship are called symbiotic plants. In this kind of relationship, both the partners are benefited and there is no harm to anyone. Example, lichen is a relationship between green algae and a fungus. The green algae produces food and the fungus provides shelter. Such relation is also found between the roots of pea plant and Rhizobium bacteria. Pea plant roots have root nodules which provide shelter to the Rhizobium bacteria, while the Rhizobium bacteria in turn helps by providing nitrogenous compound to the plant. Also, mycorrhiza, a fungus, lives in association with roots of trees to help them absorb water efficiently. That means in this kind of relationship, both the partners are benefited. In the picture, you can see the lichen. The two types of lichen are shown here. In this picture, you can see the root nodule of pea plant. Inside this, you can see this ball-like structures, very small they are. And in this, Rhizobium bacteria lives. These lichens also grow in shady places on tree trunks. Children, there is one more type, that is insectivorous plant. But for that, you need to wait till day after tomorrow. Till then, take care, stay at home, stay safe. Thank you.